welcome back to Child Watch, or Miss Amanda and Miss Jessica's house. I can hear you through the screen. Yeah, social distancing! We're sisters. In case any of you guys missed the memo, this is Miss Jessica. She's my sister. I'm Miss Amanda, and we are Child Watch employing at our house. Alright, so today we're going to be making something. This can be like a temporary thing, or you can make it permanent. Some of these options I'm going to recommend you make permanent with some glue. But like I said, we're doing a craft, but it's also musical in nature. No, I'm just going to take a sip. Okay. So, like this. Alright, so you're going to have a container of some kind and some small things of some kind. Go nuts. Go crazy. Whichever one. You have to have permission if these things are not yours. Okay? So we're going to be making a shaker today. Now, you see I've got some Legos in a mason jar. If you're using a glass thing, it will have a nice sound to it, but it's also made of glass. So please be careful and only use with permission.
And supervision, probably.
Probably, depending on your age, but it's still glass. It's thick glass. It is glass. But, you see I've got some Legos. If you use something like small toys or Legos, don't glue it shut. I mean, you can if you want to, but like, you know, you can use these again. So basically what we're doing is we're experimenting with the different types of sounds we can make with shakers. See how it has that low sound, but there's also sort of a high note in there? That's nice. I like that. Let's try something else. So these are plastic, and they've got some sharp edges. So what if we have something that is not plastic and has round edges? Will that sound any different? I've got some jelly beans. They already sound a little weird. A little different. Let's see. Let's see how different these sound. Alright, so that's a much higher pitch. And also, you know, the lid is made of metal, so if you tip it up, you're gonna get a different sound. Now I like that. How about something metal? I've got some safety pins. If you use something like safety pins, I'm going to recommend that you glue it shut, so you don't have safety pins loose in the house, just wandering around, especially if you're on the younger side. See, that's a much softer, subdued sound. Give it a shake. Using a different rhythm than I did. Ooh, yeah. That's nice. Now, an old classic of this would be on something a little even more disposable than a mason jar, is some rice or beans or some kind of small food product inside a water bottle. Now, Miss Amanda was not planning on keeping these, so I didn't make sure it was dry first. You can see the residue because it was still wet. So if you're going to make one of these, especially with rice, which absorbs water, you might want to make sure the inside of the water bottle is dry. But you can hear this. Obviously, we're going to glue these. All right, get some rubber cement or some glue. I'm not sure Elmer's is going to cut it, and then just like glue it, seal it on tight. Wash your hands. You can add. It's going to be different, the sound, the more you add. Probably more muffled the more you add, because there's not as much air for the sound to move around in, but it's also, you know, not as much space for the rice to move. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have a for sure version because these are just so versatile. You can listen to the difference. So it's that's pretty much it on that side. I do have another thing to do with makeshift instruments. It's not a craft per se. It's just something that I find enjoyable. She finds annoying. The kids find interesting. So I thought we'd do it here. Now I'm going to start by showing an actual instrument that I have. This is a pan flute. I'm not good at it, but I can make it make noise sometimes. You hear that? Now, what I like to do, water bottle that's full, you see, it's about half full. Alright, we're going to try it. You can do the same thing on your water bottle. Now you might want to try something, if you've got a smaller mouth, you might want to try something with a smaller opening here. But for Miss Amanda, this works. And you might have to push it in a little bit so your chin fits. Ready? Miss Jessica. Let me see. No, you're blowing down. You don't want to blow down so much. There you go. You might have to see how I've made an indent for my chin. You might have to do that. Miss Amanda's more practiced at this than Miss Jessica. But you see the difference is, like I said with the rice, the amount of water in here is going to dictate the key, the note that this bottle will make when I blow like that. So what you're going to do is, when you drink more water, the sound will change because there's more room in the bottle to move around. Hang on. Miss Jessica and I have problems with noises made by smacking or swallowing. So let's see if we can tell the difference. You hear it's lower? This would be more helpful if Jessica could get hers to work so we could tell, because hers, you hear that? Alright, try again.
No, you got the one. That's all you get.
No,
You get
try
one
again. Let me see if I can help you. Yeah, it's got to be. Look. Do you see where my lip is? Halfway through. Look, man. Well, when hers does work, it's making this noise. And mine is making. See how hers is more full, so hers is going to be higher. Her water level is about right here, and mine is down here. So that's a fun trick. Also, I know from experience, if your siblings aren't fond of this noise, and you go around making it all day, you might end up in trouble. She's not fond of this noise.
I played the fifth.
Usually, when this happens, and they get that annoyed, what I like to do is go and get the harmonica, because I know that's the only thing that she hates more.
It's so true. There are two things that I hate more. The harmonica. I believe you're familiar with this fellow.
Yeah, she really hates that one. And there goes Miss Jessica. Bye. Don't annoy your siblings. You know, that's not. No, that's not funny. She opened the door and closed it to pretend she's walking out, but she's still here. Just being deceptive and tricky. But anyway, hope you guys had a fun time. Don't drive your family members crazy with these instruments. They can and will be taken away if you abuse this newfound power. But if you just want to, you know, make a little bit of a rhythm or, you know, note to yourself, I find it fun to fiddle with and experiment with. These kinds of things, when you can experiment with what different types of sound you can make. That's what I like about these kind of things, because no two shakers are going to sound the same. Even if you and your siblings make the same, if your sibling has more rice, it's going to have a slightly different sound. Or if they use a different bottle, or if one of you uses a mason jar. You can use the rice in the mason jar too. It's going to sound a lot different than the water bottle, but you can use it in that too. Let's see what it sounds like real fast before we call it a day here. Pour the safety pins back in my safety pin jar. Miss Amanda has a safety pin jar, not for noise making, but for
Safety pins.
Safety pins. Also, if you do not decide to glue this, please do not decide to clean up by pouring the rice that you have used in random water bottles and mason jars back into your family's rice supply. That's going to be a no. That's contaminated rice. If you must throw it someplace, it goes in the trash. Because that's gross. You probably had your hands on it. Also, if you might want to use a funnel of some kind. Ooh, I like that. I actually like that. That's really nice. That's a nice sound.
Just keep that.
Might just tuck that away. Let's tip it upside down. Ooh. I like that. That's nice. Sorry. Oh, please. Oh, there she goes. Bye.